Hey, it's Brett here, MTBMOR, and today I'm here at the request of Adam Mock. I'm here in the jungle. Not the jungle of the Amazon, but the jungle of Ladera Ranch. Ooh, hit a branch. It's low. Make sure you're careful, you duck, take your time the first time you come through here, but it's rad. So today, speaking of radness, I'm going to show you my favorite features of Ladera Ranch. Some of you guys ride these all the time and you know the stoke. Some of you don't. You just stick to the main trails and the waterworks and the main jump session. So I hope you like this. Let me know what your favorite features are. I hope this comes out great. And remember, mountain bike more. All right, here we go. Jardines jungle drop. Woo! All right, up ahead is the jump. My favorite feature on this trail. Little sketchy corner right here. And now here we go. Woo-hoo! Flip time, woo! Sick. Now this time, we're gonna try the low side. There's a little bit of a drop behind it, so it feels just as big, if not bigger. Woo! Super fun still. Takeoff's not as scary, but super fun. So here's the backside of the jump. That little stack of rocks and sticks represents 10 feet from the takeoff. You do have a little elevation drop, but not much. It's not truly a step down. There's a little gap there, but it's almost impossible not to make it as long as you have a little speed. That stack of rocks is 10 feet. It looks like my shortest landing is about 5 feet further. You probably can't see it, but it is right about here on the lower side. So I dropped down about a foot, hitting the low side, and went about 15 feet. So it's about a 10-foot plus jump, maybe 15 feet. Landing's built about 30 feet long. And the lip's not too poppy, so it's pretty cool. Just don't hit it super low. Right now there's tracks for me, so you can follow them, or maybe not. From this angle it looks a little sketchy, but still a rad jump. And then I'll walk you over to the takeoff spots. So if you hit this low rock right here, you'll naturally fly over it, but it's just a scary looking gap. And if you're hitting it that low, you're making yourself harder. You can see my track, hopefully right here. That was the lowest. I took off from here, gapped the log, no big deal, and landed about 15 feet down there. And then when I was hitting the higher side, I was hitting it right here and landing out there about 15-20 feet. I'm not hitting the very tippy top. It looks a little bit poppier, but I don't think the landing's as good up there. It's pretty flat unless you get to the very end, about 25 feet away. But I could be wrong on that. All right, so I opened my big mouth. I said that top spot wasn't very good, didn't look right to me, so now I'm gonna try it for you. A little nervous because this landing's long, but when you look down there, there's a berm you got to make, and behind the berm there's a log, and if you hit that log, you're going endo fast. So that's what has me worried. The lip looks pretty good, landing looks epic, the run out looks a little sketch. Why did I open my big mouth? We're gonna hit the high spot. A little nervous, as most of us are when we hit new jumps. So I feel for you if you haven't hit this before and you're trying it. But I'm gonna try the high spot. Hopefully I can get my bike turned so I make it down the landing in time before I hit the log. And it may end up good footage for you. It may just show that I was wrong, as usual. Here goes. This thing's super fun. I don't know why I'm scaring myself for you guys, but I am. Ooh, woo. Yeah, survived. You're good. Go. Oh yeah, I removed these rocks and sticks for you, so don't worry about that. It won't be in the landing. I don't want to hurt any of you, so I removed it. Don't worry, it's all good. Here we go, Spitfire! Now, when most people think of Spitfire, they either think of these firms, woo, or they tend to think of these edges where they're hanging on, afraid to slide off the cliff. Woo! But I like this hard line the best. Now it can be sketchy sometimes. Right now it's in pretty good shape. A little loose right here, some rocks right there. Woo! But that's my favorite part because it switches things up. Ladera's all flow and jumps, except for that little section. And here comes the bonus, a log jump. Super fun, kind of sketch. Carry your speed here, jump on the way up or you go way over, and then you can go either side. This side's super loose. Woo! There we go. Spitfire, little log jump, and then a little wash there. And yeah, what a great way to end the trail. Hi, lizard. All right, here comes one of my favorite jumps of Waterworks, just because it's so easy to session and there's no real harm in it. So it's great for kids, great just to do whatever you want. Right next to the solar panels. Let's go hit it again. However you want, here goes. No, I didn't see him. Right there in the middle. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I've been jumping in climb mode. What a ding dong. So if you put it in climb for escalator, make sure you switch it. A lot easier to ride that way, a lot softer. Bloop, bloop. All good now. All right, we gotta get out of here. This is so much fun, I keep wanting to hit it more and more. Here we go. What a great jump. Woohoo! It's all good. All right, Waterworks, here we come. Now, when most people think of Waterworks, you think of the jump section that kids session. Well, that's not my favorite part, so let me point it out to you. Woohoo! Here we go, coming up on my favorite jump. Uh-oh, going in the shade, hard to see. Woo! Sick! We're going back up against the granite Waterworks. I don't recommend this. You'll hear my bell. on edge because people are coming down this 25 miles an hour and they're hanging on to make every corner. So please, if you go up this, I don't recommend it, but if you must, like I am, to session a jump, pay close attention, bell, and really be careful. All right, here we come on my favorite jump. It's a tricky one to get some speed on. Here we go, and then we go into shade. It's hard to see. Oh, so much fun. And this little jump off to the side is a little hard to get speed on, but you can do it. Lip to landing is about 14-15 feet. Not a super long jump for the amount of size of the takeoff that there is. Sometimes there's a little bump here, or hump, and you can see it. In my giant transects video, I cased it. You might have heard that dink. So let's go session it. The left or the right side, if you hit it on the right, it's a little lower and shorter feeling. If you hit it on the left side, it's a little longer feeling. And then you have a little run out, and you gotta go between the bushes. Shade. Here we go. Now we're going to shade. It's hard to see. Oh, so much. All right, here comes a jump section of waterworks that most people think of when they think of waterworks. Coming in the shade, a little sketch. Setup jump. Finally did it. Ripper Trail. All right, here we come on to the root section at Ripper. All sorts of options here. Blast, kind of sketchy, carries more speed. And there we have it. All right, here are the roots. They're about 8 feet from the narrowest distance. You can see there's a lip on the left, kind of like a bigger jump on the right. Most people veer a little left. There's a slight depression in between the two roots. The landing root on the right is pretty ugly, but on the left it's pretty smooth. So the idea for most of us is we hit the lip on the inside of the left root. It pops us up. We can manual or absorb or jump, and then land over here on the left hand side where it's smooth. Going over to the right hand side, you can see that it's not the prettiest of roots. If you absorb the first root, you could probably jump off the second root, but you're going to not have a lot of speed. So it looks very intimidating on your bike, but it's pretty friendly and forgiving. And this left hand side of landing, you can actually knuckle it or even land short with your rear, and your bike will roll over it unless you're on a really hardtail, and then it's going to be a pretty good impact. So there are the roots, one of my favorite sections in Ladera Ranch. This is on Ripper Trail. Try to carry a little bit of speed. The key is to get speed out of this corner, and then you can do all sorts of fun things right there. Manual it, jump it, roll it, all good. Oh my gosh, that was such a blast, going out to my favorite spots in Ladera and sessioning them. I hope you liked it too. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me comments, even if you don't agree with me, and yell, more! Now I gotta go fix that brake. Mountain bike more. Ride more. Subscribe. Laugh more.
Like. Crash more. Comment.
Crash more. Comment.